Chalo,
हाँ.
welcome to episode 2,
Yes, yes.
I guess. So let's introduce the topic. I think not the topic, the name of our podcast. What you're thinking? I think we forgot to introduce it last time. So I think we came down to we want to call it something like just opinions
Correct.
because we are not discussing any facts. Maybe we might put in one or two facts, but we are only talking about our opinions, our journey, our experiences, and how we are growing as we move on, and how we've grown so far until today, and just that. So again, anyone if ever watches this, this is only opinions. You can 100% disagree with what I say. Maybe even I will after a couple of years.
I think our
Hopefully we do disagree with a lot of things we say. That means we've grown.
if we are not disagreeing, then that's a problem.
So these are just opinions, and again, today is what.
ठीक है भाई, we don't want to sound that we are being
No,
too
no.
safe.
No, but we kinda are. You have to be, bhai. You have to be.
हाँ.
But then, yeah. So these are just opinions, some controversial. But I think both of us are very mild. I don't think everything is.
इतना कुछ नहीं हुआ.
हमारा इतना controversial नहीं होता
Sweet
है.
लोग है रे हम.
हाँ. Honestly, bhai.
Sweet है हाँ.
So it's just
Again,
that.
our opinion.
So yeah. So let's get started.
हाँ.
So where did we drop off last time? I think ended on PC related stuff only.
हाँ.
But I
So
don't
no
think-
more PC today. Establishing
today.
no more PC.
Maybe eventually we'll
Eventually
have
we'll
our PC members,
Yeah.
fellow PC members
Yeah.
come in
and then you can know about their life as
Yeah.
well.
and then PC.
So
But today it's about
let's
something else.
touch about our childhood
Yes.
because establishing the fact that I'm 23,
Hmm.
he's 27.
Hmm.
Now let's see.
When's your birthday?
28 September 2001. When's your birthday?
13th August 97. Bhai sahab. But then I thought the gap was larger, but it's not. 4 years.
4 years. 4
Still.
years.
Still, it's quite long, but it's not. ठीक है.
It's not that far apart.
हाँ. September है तू.
हाँ. मतलब मुझे genuinely लगता है कि I'm more millennial than Gen Z. Millennial. Whatever.
Millennial.
Than Gen Z.
Probably. You are. I mean, certain things you are. Certain things you are your age, which is good. You should be, obviously. Everyone should be.
Yeah. Which happens because of your upbringing.
Upbringing.
So again, links to the topic,
and then,
childhood.
Yep. Upbringing or
Experiences.
I was gonna say trauma, but then let's not put a negative connotation on it. Let's just say.
Because to be honest, I've had no trauma.
I mean, I can say that I have trauma, but then that would be kind of. I don't know. I am the person I am today. I am proud of quite a few things of the way I am, and I am only that because
of the trauma.
Because of what I've experienced. So then, would I have it any other way? I don't know. Would I want to do all of that I went through again? I don't know. But then I am here now. This is what I've got. So I don't think I have too many things to complain about. I have complained in the past.
Would you change anything in your childhood?
Change? Would have
at a macro level.
Would I have liked something that would have been different? Obviously, many things. But then I wouldn't have been the person I am today. So, no. I'm trying to follow that thing where there's no regret. I'm trying to be that no regret person. I do end up having regrets once in a while, but I have less than before.
See, what I might say might sound very philosophical. And why I asked this question that what is that thing that you could change or something is because usually we underestimate the things we have and we overestimate the things we don't have.
The grass is greener.
Yeah, so that's why I feel that we might feel that we would have liked it this way or that way, but at a macro level, it might not have been that good. But we would never know.
It wasn't written for us.
It was not written for us.
So, but again, like I am, it shouldn't come out as arrogance or pride, but I am proud of what how I've overcome a lot of things.
Yeah, right.
I have a long, very, very long way to go, and that will be never ending, obviously. But then, I have dealt with a lot of situations, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I've also dealt with a lot of situations in a bad way also, not just in a good way. Like I have acted out, I have been impulsive. I still am on a lot of things. So it's again.
I think I've given this example to you before also. Like you said that you dealt with all the thing and then you came to this stage wherever you are. You remember I told you that any problem or any situation you're in is like a boxing match where every match is categorized into weights.
Right.
Like under 30, under 40 or whatever.
Heavyweight.
And under 40 will never fight an under 70.
Right.
So whatever situation you are, you're fighting that category
So I
of
think
weight.
we also.
So you're meant to overcome it.
So we've also told Keshav this, I've told Keshav this when he initially started his SIP.
Right.
It was freaking him out, and I was like,
You're
bro, if you've got this, it means you can handle it.
You can
It's up to you if you want to or not. You are capable enough to handle it, and that's why you.
And will never fight an elephant.
Exactly.
Right.
And just a small segue from this example, so I was really into ice hockey when I was in Minnesota, right? So
it's a US thing, I think.
Right, yeah. So, and Minnesota had one of the best teams. Like my college had, University of Minnesota had one of the best teams. So even in hockey, there is a unsaid, unwritten rule and understanding. So there are also heavyweights, lightweights within the team. Out of the 5-6 people. Okay. And ice hockey, you can fight in like an normal game, national level game.
Achha, you can push and all.
There is some amount of physical altercation allowed till a certain point. Now again, I don't know the whole exact
rules
thing,
and all.
so I could be wrong in a few things. But so in that, so if there is a lightweight who challenges a heavyweight from the other team, let's say he tackled him or something, the heavyweight from the other team can only fight the heavyweight from this team. He cannot go down. He cannot go down. So this team, now everyone has each other's backs. So now the heavyweight has to take up the responsibility that my teammate challenged him, but then I have to fight him. I am the heavyweight of this team. I represent this team. I have his back. And he challenged him for a good reason or whatever reason.
Crazy.
But then I have his back. So I am going to take the challenge. I am going to take him up. So, and fist fights, proper dude. I have college match. This is my university college match.
I've heard US has this culture of university games.
Dude,
even basketball.
Bro.
LeBron goes to matches.
Dude,
to watch.
My college had a women's basketball ring, like a proper stadium, and a men's with their proper sizes, different sizes, everything. We had a proper. So we had Minnesota United FC. I don't know if you know Zlatan.
Yeah, I know. Football.
So he used to play for Minnesota United FC. No, for LA Galaxy. ठीक है?
वो यूरोप से नहीं है?
हाँ, वो अभी फिर एंड में वो वहाँ यूएस चला गया था.
अच्छा.
So he was with LA Galaxy. और कोई तो LA Galaxy था. So Minnesota United FC का स्टेडियम जो मेन स्टेडियम हमारा वो बन रहा था जो टीम का स्टेडियम है. So they used to play their football games at our American football stadium. So I've gone for the game where Zlatan was in our college stadium and Zlatan scored a bicycle kick.
Hi, that's crazy.
So US universities, again, a very long segue, but US universities, you have big universities, properly established universities. Like this one was 1800 or something, or 19 something. They have like a proper setup. They have, like we had an ice hockey ring, bhai, proper. We had our in-house ice hockey with probably 10,000 seating capacity or something. Like a proper stadium. Only college, like Minnesota United.
I understand, yeah.
University of Minnesota College team का वो. And then a lot of colleges have
यार जैसे Duke का भी team है.
Penn State का है.
हाँ, Penn State का है.
And veterans like the alums, whoever alma mater, they all prefer going to the college games more than the national.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
NHL or जो भी NLF नहीं क्या भूल गया भाई मैं.
जो भी है. But you get the point of the hype.
Crazy, but wait.
How did we get here?
How did we get here? So segue was heavyweight,
Heavyweight, lightweight, yeah.
and that came from
The example of your problems and
so
what you are
you usually face
is what you have
and
faced till now.
dude, I honestly think it's not even a lot of problems. Some problems you face, they come to you. Some problems you pick, knowingly or unknowingly.
Because
if you're not satisfied
huh,
with the result or whatever, with the situation, you will pick that problem.
you will.
I have done that a lot of times.
No, end of the day, it's only about choosing the problem.
Right.
You choose your problem.
You pick and choose your battles. You cannot win every battle. You can never. You have to learn how to.
The world is not meant, is not made like that.
Obviously.
Where you are going to win all battles.
And there should, obviously, ideal world, there should be no battles.
Huh.
But then in this materialistic world where there are battles, you can't win every. So yeah, going back to childhood, I think we stopped at Aditi ma'am last time.
Yeah.
Telling me when I was in my 8th or 9th grade.
Giving you a hard
truth, भाई.
Hard truth.
फाड़ी थी भाई वो दिन गाली फाड़ दी भाई. Then see who am I going to blame if your father's not around? And like I said, I was very angry that day. But then it hit me hard because by then parents are already separated. My mom was already living by herself. They had divorced already, and me
in 8th.
This happened in 5th or 6th or something.
Oh.
So parents are already divorced. So that's why I was going through the whole phase because of issues at home. Because this doesn't only change you. Like imagine it changes everyone. It changes your grandparents. Because there's a whole, because we live in the Indian society and anywhere else, divorce is not easy. And especially in India, divorce is not easy at all.
And jitna I have understood from your stories, your dadi is thoda orthodox.
Very orthodox. But so, in this case, see, my dad, and I'll get to, I think I had also touched upon that the men in my family. Okay? My dad has been he's been running the house for a long time now. Okay? Even when my granddad was alive, he had retired by 50 something, very early. He shouldn't have, but he did. Right? He gave it up to my dad, and my uncle was in Pune. So my dad was handling the house, and my dad is also very headstrong. Very headstrong. He'll do what he wants to do. And I've got that from him. He'll do what he wants to do. And he's of the belief that I'm not saying I won't make mistakes. I will. I'll learn from that. But those will be my mistakes. I am responsible for that. And I'm the same. If I take up a responsibility, I take an action, only I am. And that's why I think before taking an action that it shouldn't affect a lot of people. Minimum impact on others. Minimum collateral.
But you can't control that.
You can't. Because a very controversial thing to say, but because others have expectations.
हाँ भाई, problem ही expectation है.
Because others, I'm not saying I don't. Even I would. My expectation is them not having expectations from me. Imagine that.
Why I'm going to add on a lot to this because you have broad expectations. Now I don't care about the topic side. I have very, very strong opinions on expectations.
This is the topic we should have come to. And we came to
it. Expectation.
Just opinion, guys.
But such है
ये बोल रहा हूँ
opinion.
बता
भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ you get expectations. I don't know why. First of all, it's normalized. कि इतना तो expect कर सकते हैं. ये तो bare minimum है. नहीं है. मेरे हिसाब से तो नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि और ये तो मुझे मेरे फर्स्ट ब्रेकअप से समझ आया. ऐसा नहीं कि उसने कुछ गलत किया या समथिंग, बट एक रियलाइजेशन हिट हुआ कि ओके, आई विल जस्ट गिव यू मोर कॉन्टेक्स्ट. When you love someone, you do something for them out of love. But the day you start doing something for them so that they do something for you, or you want that appreciation that, oh, I'm doing something, he or she should at least appreciate. That comes, that's an expectation which leads, or it's like expectation and attachment walk hand in hand. Being detached is not that I don't care. Like there's a difference between being cold and being detached. Being detached is actually not expecting anything from anyone. The best example that we have in our real life is your mom, like not even your dad. She'll keep you for 9 months without expecting, like even if you turn out to be a murderer, she'll always love you. She might be disappointed, but she'll always love you because the scope of expectation is very low there. It's not that she does not want you to do good in life or something, but I hope you're understanding what I'm saying.
100%.
The expectation point, it's more about love than what am I getting out of the relationship. And when this whole transactional thing happens, that is the whole problem of expectation, because expectation lead to a transactional behavior in a relationship, which does not make sense to me, at least. If you are in any kind of a relationship, it's not only dating or anything.
Work life.
Expectations come in your way in loving that person. You might feel that it's a misconception that if I expect from you, that means I love you more. That is wrong. If I expect from you, I don't love you enough because I have to expect from you. Malab, if you want to add something, you add, because I have many thoughts that are coming.
Again, this is like a wrong topic for the podcast because I 100% agree. Because we are not debating it, I'm agreeing. And I would say a very controversial statement, I just thought of it right now. It's like, love is one way.
Bhai.
Love is one way. It has to be one way.
It has to be.
Because you can't expect the other way.
You cannot. You can never.
And I 100% agree that. But again, I'll pose this question after I add something. But expectations, you know, I will connect it to my childhood. So my father is detached, very detached. That's why I say that he's a very good human being, because he doesn't expect. He's a giver,
right?
Proper giver, and to the family. Like he will be, if anyone calls on him for anything, smallest thing, he's happy to be there. He doesn't need anyone. He doesn't not need. I won't say everyone needs everyone. He doesn't want anyone to be there when he's in trouble.
Right.
So he is one of the examples I grew up with, and that's how even I'm sure even you might know more than me how people perceive me over here, like our friends or whatever. But I also can be very detached in a lot of things. Like, and I can be very direct, very straightforward. But then a lot of times I'm like, dude, I'll do anything for you. I don't want you to do anything for me. I'm good. I'm good. Me doing something for you brings me happiness, brings me joy.
Yeah.
In general, like I don't need, like it's not like I don't need, but like if you're scared that if I do something for you and you will have to do the same thing for me, you don't need to.
You don't need to.
You don't need to be scared about that.
Right.
Because I do not expect that in return.
It's not a gift and return gift policy here.
And I had this conversation with my ex, and she was like, I expect only a few things. Am I expecting too much? And obviously, when I was in a relationship, I would say, no, of course you're not. You're not expecting too much. But then I would still tell her, do not have any expectations. Why do you want to have any expectations? How, like,
did you tell her that?
Yes.
So I did the same thing.
And that didn't turn out well, but
same. That was one of the main reasons why.
So, because I think they would think
she just couldn't agree.
And
like
they would think that we wouldn't be invested enough if we didn't have any expectations.
भाई मैं वही बोला कि it is people directly link detachment to you don't care.
Right.
It's literally the opposite. It's because you're detached, that's why you care more. There is no in between.
Right. But in this, see, I will agree to a few things that she told me, that in this journey, like me not expecting from her and not letting her have too many expectations, because I was very vocal. Whenever she had any expectations, I was very vocal that don't have expectations or whatever.
But wait. हाँ
And that was a question. I think I know what you're gonna ask.
हाँ हाँ.
So in this journey,
You not wanting her to expect is also an expectation.
That was exactly
Yeah.
my question that I said that I would ask you.
Yeah.
So is that an expectation or not?
हाँ.
So in this journey, sometimes I believe that if you're detached, like I said, I made her priority too, because work or
Yeah, you can be attached to your work also.
हाँ. So me at that point, PC became my first priority. Or when I was in Pune became my first priority.
Right.
When I was working there, because I was under the thinking or whatever that right now I'm going through a rough time. I have issues at home. I have issues with my father. Like I want to build something of my own, and right now is the right time to do that. And maybe I need to focus a little bit more. And I've told her this, which might not have been the best move. I've told her that, listen, work is my first priority. You are after that right now. I've told her this, and if someone says that I'm wrong, I'll agree that I'm 100% wrong. I am wrong at that. But I'll agree to the fact that I've confessed to the fact that I've also told her that I am. So in her mind, like how can she not have any expectations if I give her an ultimatum कि भाई देख work तो first है बाद में तू है. For her that will create some kind of insecurity because again she has a history. She doesn't have a father. She grew up with her mother only. She hasn't ever had a father figure at home. Right. So she was getting attached to me, and I used to speak to her sister very well. Like her sister was like what 8 to 10 years elder to her, and we were very close. I used to go to her sister's place. Like she's married with a kid. I have gone to her sister's place for a 2-3 times for like a games night, for a dinner.
Right.
All of that. I used to meet her mom every time I went to. Like we've gone for movies with. I've gone for a movie with her and her mom.
And her mom, right.
So I have done all of that. So me and her sister also used to talk, and she used to tell me she's looking for someone, for like a man, for a father figure. Now, the only difference is, see, if she would have had a father, she would have seen what it takes to work.
Right.
Her mom, like I don't know if we'll ever post this or not, but her mom didn't work that much. But so she's never seen like a male presence in her house.
Right.
Someone working, slogging. And not only males do that, females also do that, but her mom didn't do that. Her sister's doing that. So she's seen the tail end of it. Like she started doing that recently only after she got a job and all. So she's also what, 30 something, 35, 37, whatever. So she hasn't seen like a male figure in her house. So my actions have always been like, why is he doing this? Because she's only seen the softer motherly side. She hasn't seen the hard love, the fatherly side of it. And so maybe that also created, when I told her that work is going to be first and you would be next, even before my family, you would be next because I want to build a new family, I want to create a new family. You would be next. But for her, I can understand that created a sense of insecurity in her head. That created insecurities. That yeah, if he's already going to have work first, if I leave my mom, whose priority would I be? Like, whose first priority would I be? Right now, I'm my mom's. He is my first priority. So whose first priority would I be?
Have you cried after your breakup?
Yeah, I have. I've cried after every breakup. I'm a crier, bhai. I cry in movies. I cry in TV shows.
Bro, I haven't cried after any breakup. And not because I'm not attached or something, but I don't know.
So the question is expecting the other person not to expect.
Bhai, I was saying, now this is, I'm going to give a general view now. For ऐसा सब ऐसा accumulate हो गए. Yes, first of all.
It is an expectation.
Yeah.
Yes.
कि किसी और को अगर तुम बोल रहे हो कि you should not expect, that itself is an expectation, which made me realize through this conversation or deepened my understanding about expectations is that not expecting is a personal thing. Others will realize by time. It's a gift that we have realized that you should not expect. again, one more thing, love, the characteristic of love is selfless. The characteristic of lust is selfish. And expectations are a bit selfish. The more unreasonable the expectations are, the more selfish you are. The mellowed version of yaar, I expect at least him or her to respect me. It can feel very fair कि भाई इतना तो होना ही चाहिए. But I don't think you can demand that. Still, even at the bare minimum level, can't be demanded. But yeah, you're lucky if you have people. That is exactly where gratitude comes into picture, where you are grateful that I have people who respect me, who talk to me properly or something. So it's become so taken for granted that इतना तो bare minimum होना चाहिए.
So again, so just to clarify, I think we last podcast we said that what do I write in my journal? So I think I told you gratitude, vision, or learning,
and value.
What do you value about yourself, and what do you value about someone else? So something of value you saw in someone else.
भाई मुझे एक crazy point आ गया. Don't you think that expectation comes with some baggage of an ego?
100%. So I was coming to that. This was just a segue. I was coming to that. That see, for me, being aware of not expecting is there. Awareness is there. You should not expect. But am I able to implement it? Not at all. Not at all. In a few things, maybe. Like
you know it, but you can't. You are not able to practice it.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. 100%.
Because that is spirituality.
Yeah. Definitely.
That is like the epitome. If you're able to not expect
at all, then you have
the best.
Yeah.
That is enlightenment.
Yeah, that is.
So that is very difficult.
That is.
So just the other day, I think we were only talking when you were coming back from RDC, and I told you that when I am talking to someone, I'm friends with someone, I'll do everything for them. But the bare minimum I want from them is they don't backstab me. That wanting the bare
minimum is an expectation.
It is an expectation.
Yeah, 100%. I have a very good story to this. So I was on a flight from Delhi to Pune. I was reading a book. I think it was Gita or some spiritual book only. And there were two girls sitting next to me. I think they were around your age or somewhere between our age. And she just saw that I was reading this book. And I don't know, maybe उसके माइंड में ऐसा वो हुआ रहेगा कि भाई ये तो यंग है, ये ऐसे बुक क्यों पढ़ रहा है या कुछ. उसने सामने से ही पूछा कि मतलब why are you reading this or what are you reading, what is there in this book, ऐसे. And उसी टाइम पे एक्सपेक्टेशंस की बात हो रही थी, डिटैचमेंट की बात हो रही थी एंड ऑल. सो आई सेड दैट ऐसे लिखा है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स लाइक नॉट टू ब्लेम हर, बट a very trivial question, but a very profound question as well.
Not a trivial question.
Not a trivial question, but
on the surface
level it might feel. She said that if I work, if I'm doing a job, I work from 9 to 5, 9 hours I complete, or 7, 8 hours, whatever. Can I not expect a salary? Us time pe, because like the practice has not been perfected, I was like, itna to expect kar sakte hain. But then the answer that I gave, and then I realized that time, was that you will get what you deserve. So that's what I said, that you will get what you deserve. If you have worked and that salary is fixed, that's fine. That's not expectation. But if you're working and you feel that यार मेरी सैलरी इतनी है, इससे ज्यादा मिल जाए, expectation.
मतलब if you're judging the worth of your work,
exactly.
But then see, that is a constraint because
no, again, it's a very if you start adding constraints, then yeah, this whole example is flawed only. But just
this
on
part.
on
Yes, yes,
on
yes, yes.
just that basis कि भाई मैंने इतना काम किया है, मुझे इतना मिल रहा है, but मुझे इतना मिलना चाहिए.
So I think initially work is just what? Service.
Service, yeah. And for service, the whole meaning of service is being selfless, but you can't now relate it to your professional work and all, because if you're getting something out of it, it's not service
Yes,
as
services.
such.
So now expectations are obviously the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't think we debated the topic, but I think we should have Keshav or someone. He will
Yeah.
have like a
He'll have
opposing view for
he'll have a
expectations.
very aggressive
Aggressive opposing view.
And I've had many
Yeah.
opposing views, and I've tried my level best to okay, I give this example that let's say हम दोनों बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं, हम दोनों रोज बात करते हैं, और तू चला गया कहीं बाहर, हमारी बात नहीं हो रही. अभी तेरे मन में मैं अभी भी उतना ही दोस्त हूँ, यू आर इक्वली, बट अगर मेरे मन में वो एक्सपेक्टेशन आया कि यार यश इज नॉट टॉकिंग टू मी,
कुछ हो गया क्या,
कुछ हुआ क्या, कुछ हुआ होगा नहीं, बट क्योंकि वो एक्सपेक्टेशन आया जिसके वजह से तुम्हें ऐसा लगा, और तुम्हारे मन में आया कि शायद यश के साथ, यश और मेरा कुछ हो गया, देन यू कन्फ्रंट इट, यू से दैट ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ, बट स्टिल आई एम stuck with my own opinion. I fall out saying that भाई कुछ हो गया है. You try to
make you understand.
Make you understand. Now the whole point of this is, let us say, and people say that if you expect, that means you care more. I'll give another perspective. If I don't expect you to call me or anything, is it not that I trust our relationship more, that I don't need?
Right.
That doesn't mean I don't want to talk to you, but there is no sense of क्या बोलते हैं उसका, I'm not getting the word, but a compulsion to just talk or something.
I just know that you're there.
Yeah.
And I was literally, you said the word, but I was gonna say I have a word for this. Trust. Trust is the word. And
expectation is the reason why trust break.
Right. Foundation of trust is low expectation or no expectation.
No expectation. Yes. Yes.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like the word for it is trust.
Trust. Bhai.
And I gotta tell you, bhai,
trust is the most beautiful thing.
I have major trust issues. Major trust issues, bhai. Major. Good क्या?
You learn.
But I have major trust issues. Not proud of it at all. Not at all proud of it. Then, calling it out, being aware of it.
Then the whole
and
the practice of you not wanting to expect will first, like, can only be cleared out if your trust issues are solved and you start
trusting people.
What I feel is that
it's a vicious cycle. You stop expecting, you start trusting. You start trusting, you stop expecting. In your head, if you are secure internally, if you're secure, you will stop expecting. Let's not go there. There's just one. I'm gonna say one statement. If you know your purpose, you are secure. You don't have anything to prove to anyone. You are secure.
Yeah.
Then you won't need to have expectations of anyone, and then you'll be able to trust everyone.
Now I don't want to go.
Let's
not go deeper to this, because I know which tangent I'll start talking.
I know, that's why I gave a preempt.
Because I have many things to say which will completely go.
That's 3-4 episodes down the line.
That has to
come in.
The audience has to
be mature enough.
And that's not an expectation. Oh भाई छी.
नहीं भाई ठीक है भाई. पढ़ने अच्छा पढ़ना है.
वही।
But yeah, trust issues, major trust issues, goes back to my childhood. Divorced parents,
तेरे
major.
कौन से चाचा ने तेरे को छुआ था गलत?
यार चाचा ने तो नहीं छुआ, पर ऐसे इंटरनली भाई नर्चर में तो थोड़ा वो था. अगेन दिस इज एक्सपेक्टेशंस बट नर्चर
नहीं
में
ठीक है यार, अभी हम लूप में फंस जाएंगे,
हाँ
बट एट दैट एज यू डिड एक्सपेक्ट एंड यू डिडंट नो दैट
हाँ
नॉट
हाँ
एक्सपेक्टिंग इज, अरे अभी भी प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं है कि लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, प्रॉब्लम ये कि उनको पता ही नहीं है कि एक्सपेक्ट करना गलत है.
एंड दैट कम्स विद नर्चर.
हाँ, that comes with experience, and experience is the nurturing
Nurture.
of your
That's
whole.
nurture.
Yes, yes, that is
You
100%.
need to be exposed to the fact that you shouldn't have any expectations,
हाँ.
and only then will you not have them. So that comes from nurture. You know, I don't know if I've spoken about my grandmom enough.
Bhai, I was just going to say that I don't I don't want to know about the male thing. I just want to know about your,
grandmom.
because you have a very strong opinion about your grandmom as well.
So I think, and you know,
Can you wait? Can you let me structure the question?
sure.
Give me three amazing
Amazing
points about your grandmom and 3 points that नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स तो तू बहुत आराम से बोल देगा, मुझे पता है. लेट्स जस्ट
नहीं,
स्टार्ट
दूंगा.
विद अमेजिंग,
See,
लाइक which you respect and you're like भाई.
one was grit. I haven't seen. She had military level grit. Military level grit. I'm not kidding.
हाँ.
In her work, in her purpose, military level grit.
Right, right. हाँ.
Purpose. I believe she knew her purpose.
हाँ. When you know your purpose, there is clarity, there is no chaos.
But I'll give you the ill effects from my perspective,
हाँ.
my opinion. Okay, those are two. Third one was whatever happened, she knew how to hold a family together on in a big picture.
Can you give an example?
So my grandparents both, granddad, grandmom, eldest in the brothers,
हाँ.
siblings, granddad
Right, right.
siblings.
हाँ.
Okay, and until the until my granddad was alive, all the siblings, his siblings, and their kids. So my dad's cousins, first cousins, everyone used to come to our house for Diwali. I'll tell you why this is the case. Granddad, I think I've said this story before to you, moved from Gujarat to Mumbai, started a shop. He brought all his brothers to Mumbai. He brought his sisters to Mumbai. There were, I think, including my granddad, there were 9. 5 sisters, 4 brothers, or something like that. They all came to Mumbai. Granddad married 2, 3 of his sisters. He himself married 2, 3 of his sisters off. And so there was a huge age difference throughout the 9 siblings. And when he when he started working, he had a small business, kirana store kind of a thing, general store in Sion, like hub of Mumbai. And he was doing very well. Brothers came, brothers weren't doing that well in other things. He gave away the kirana store at the age of 45, 50. He was like, tum sambhalo. They needed
किसके?
income.
तेरे डैड को?
His brothers.
His brothers. अच्छा.
Y'all need income. Y'all
हाँ.
are having kids. Y'all need income. You take it. I'll
हाँ.
start something else.
हाँ.
That was the giving part I was talking about. We'll get into it later. He started into the steel business later. Okay. So the whole family had too much respect for him and my grandmom. My grandmom. So when I say my granddad has married 2, 3 of his sisters, it's also my grandmom. Like my granddad had already married. So grandmom, granddad, grandmom. Obviously, at that age, you had to sacrifice your family and all of that. You were a part of this family. Grandmom literally took care of my granddad's sisters as her siblings and literally took care of the whole house. So when they initially came and when my dad was born and when my dad was also growing up, I think there were 3 bedrooms and there were like what 10, 12 people staying in those 3 bedrooms and granddad's sister, brother, brother's family, ये सब साथ में रहते थे. So that's how they grew up. Joint family मतलब प्रॉपर
Proper joint family,
प्रॉपर ऐसा
हाँ.
नहीं कि भाई 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 दादा के भाई
दादा
बहन
के भाई बहन
उसकी फैमिली
उसके,
वैसा
हाँ
वैसा
वैसा,
जॉइंट
हाँ
फैमिली
प्रॉपर एकदम.
प्रॉपर जॉइंट फैमिली
भाई मैं एक
एंड
सेकंड चेक कर लेता हूँ अगर
हाँ
हो रहा है रिकॉर्ड कि नहीं, कि कुछ बंद तो नहीं हो गया हो. नहीं, 40 मिनट हो गए.
5-10 minutes you know.
हाँ, रैप अप करते हैं.
So ये कौन है
रुक जा साले.
हाँ so granddad he properly took care of the family grandmom took care of the family and after that everyone had so much respect for them अभी in a normal family झगड़े होते हैं especially when there is money involved or whatever involved झगड़े होते हैं granddad grandmom have always been sacrificial they have been भाई ये सब छोड़ो we are a family we are a metta family a few of my dad's sisters went to Buddha we are a metta and Buddha family bus nothing else nothing else and they've never held any grudges never people have held grudges against them but they have never held any grudges
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. It also boils down to the same point of not having expectations.
so now this is the setup grandmom so she became very she came into this religion so basically we had a proper stapna we had like so people from Mathura or whatever Srinathji came and there's a whole ceremony where they uh, how do you put this like I don't have a better word I don't have a word in Hindi or related to our religion that's why I use the word they Christianized our house and kind of set the idol Krishna
हाँ
I don't know what the Hindi equivalent of the word is
ठीक है.
but they Christian the house I guess
हाँ
आइडल हमारा एक कृष्णा का आइडल होता है लाला जो छोटे
हाँ
बालक में
हाँ बालक हाँ
और एक श्रीनाथ जी का होता है
हाँ
विच इज लाइक अ स्टोन वर्जन ऑफ कृष्णा
हाँ
ओनली
हाँ
विच लाइक द
हाँ.
ब्लैक कृष्णा
Yes,
प्रॉपर
yes, yes.
एज अ पार्ट ऑफ द हिल इन
हाँ,
श्रीनाथ
I
जी
know, I know.
ठीक है
हाँ.
विच इज स्टोन सो आफ्टर दैट योर कमिट इफ यू टेक दैट on you if you take
You have to take care of
so
that.
after that since that day
Till they eat, you don't eat.
she has a different kitchen
हाँ.
she has a
Yes.
different gas
Yes, yes.
we
yes.
aren't allowed to cook anything in that gas
Yeah.
she won't cook anything in our
In
normal
our
kitchen
normal kitchen.
and she cooks 3 meals a day
हाँ.
breakfast lunch dinner
Dinner.
for god she serves it to god whatever the procedure is and then eats first god eats then
Yeah.
she eats
Yes.
the remains
The
or
remains. Yes.
however you put it
Yes.
ठीक है
This is exactly how you put it.
हाँ
Yes.
so she got into it and when I say military level grit bhai until the end, until the last day, until the last, I think, 5-7 days, she followed this. So the whole thing is, even you might know, कि अगर you have to go somewhere, if you
I
have to go
know.
somewhere, you'll have to give it to someone
Someone else,
who's doing the same thing, who
yes.
has that.
You can't leave.
You can't
ऐसा.
just put them to sleep and that's it.
Yes.
You have to give
You're
it to
getting
someone.
goosebumps.
You have to give it to someone else who will do the same thing, who does the same
Who
thing,
does the same thing.
who has the same
Amount
Christian house.
हाँ.
Even they have been given that authority.
Krishnaified.
They have been given that authority
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Authority or allowance है जो भी बोलो.
A bona fide method of doing it. You can't just give it to someone. ऐसा.
You cannot.
Yes.
So I think
I know it very
since
well.
her
Very
40s
well.
or whatever, till her last day, not a single day missed. If she is sick, she'll give it to someone else. If she's going on a religious trip, she'll give it to someone else. Not a day missed. So when I've seen that,
Srinath ji has had food every day.
Yes.
Yes.
So when I have seen that mode, see, the kind of work doesn't matter. When you talk about grit, it can be
Anything.
directed towards anything.
Anything.
It's the action. It's the action. It's the repeated action every single day. So that's what I've seen. So that's why I say military level grit. And now the ill effects, maybe next podcast, but ill effects. Maybe your purpose is higher. Maybe you know that you are doing this for a higher purpose for the betterment of everyone. I felt neglected because my mom wasn't there. And I needed the motherly love, which could have, I won't say should have, could have come from her, which did not, because she got very detached in this process. Do you understand? You get detached. You get.
But again, the
It
question
doesn't
is,
mean that she doesn't love me, but the nurturing that you need, the physical nurturing, that touch. So when they're doing this, you can't touch them.
yeah,
I can't touch my grandmom. When
uh,
till her last thing is over by
yeah,
5 p.m. or whatever,
yeah,
5 6 p.m. When she's in, she's in. No one can touch her.
yeah,
वो अछूत हो जाता है हमें भी, even if
हाँ,
her own family touches her,
yeah.
वो भी अछूत हो जाता है.
वो you have to have a bath and all वाला
Yes.
scene है,
और
हाँ,
when I was a kid, मैं तो she used to tell me, मैं फिर भी जाके I used to touch her ऐसे ही.
हाँ,
When you asked not to do
हाँ,
something, you want to do it
yeah,
even more. उसके बाद she used to go take a shower.
yeah,
So then I felt, I didn't know why. I felt disgusted that am I so bad कि भाई she's taking a shower after I touched her.
हाँ.
So that was, and when you're,
But it was her grit for.
but in your formative years, that is a negative
Are of
connotation.
course, yeah,
कि भाई
yeah.
ये क्या हो गया? You
हाँ.
call me family and then you do this.
हाँ.
So that is the ill effect of this. So I have a strong opinion on this, which we'll probably talk later.
We will.
Later,
This has to
because
be touched upon.
because the only thing is, I'll end it with this, that if you take responsibility, and I would say things can change, but if you plan to make a family, think about it, because you're taking responsibility. It's your choice. You are taking on responsibility if you plan to make a family. You are taking a responsibility.
True.
Conscious responsibility. तू ले रहा है. Again, we'll debate it next time. ठीक है? कि क्या हो सकता है responsibility, what can be defined, and it can change, and maybe there's a higher purpose which will probably help me later on towards the end of my life. ठीक है? But abhi, in this materialistic world, when I was 10, none of that made sense to me. But that at that time I was like, if you have started a family, if you have committed, then why this?
Let's
Let's end.